Hi guys, I'm Tash from We Offer Wellness, and today I've got Shivani with me. Hello, Shivani.
Hi Tash, how you
Mhm.
doing?
Yeah, really good, thank you. So from we just had a little chat, and you've reminded me that you do micro massages as well as sound healing, like energy work, Tibetan massages too, and cacao
Yep,
ceremonies. Am I missing anything
yep.
out?
No, I think that's
Okay,
mainly
cool.
it. Reiki as well.
Oh, amazing,
Um,
everything basically.
yeah.
So, where should we start? Can you, first of all, let's start. Where are you based? Where do you offer all these services?
So I'm based in Sherborne, which is
Mm-hmm.
North Dorset.
Mm-hmm.
And if people aren't too familiar with that area, I'm about 15 minutes drive from Yeovil, which
Okay,
is
yeah, I've
South
heard of
Somerset. A
that
lot
one.
of people have heard of Yeovil, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, amazing. And you want to talk to me about the micro massages first thing? Because I've never heard of that. So, what does that involve?
So I offer what I call micro or mini massages.
Mm-hmm.
So a very popular one is the natural facial lift massage,
Okay.
which uses a blend of acupressure, reflexology for the face, and Indian head massage and Japanese facial techniques.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really good for improving the blood flow to the face, the muscle tone, stimulating lymph drainage. So it's as it says on the tin, a natural facial lift massage.
That's
It's
amazing.
very relaxing to receive, and also on the face, a lot of the meridian points that come from traditional Chinese medicine
Mm-hmm.
are to do with things like stress and digestion and relaxation. And I think pretty much wherever we are in the world or wherever our health is at, we could all do with an improvement in those sort of areas.
Yeah.
And the other one that I do is the hand, arm, leg, and foot massage,
Mm-hmm.
which again is extremely relaxing. The hands and the feet are also full of nerve endings, the ends of meridian lines, again from traditional Chinese medicine. It's very good for things like poor circulation in the feet and legs when people get older. Um, but it's also very good for, say, carpal tunnel,
Oh
repetitive
yeah.
strain injury when we're working on the hands and the arms. And I don't know about you, but I quite often get, yeah, it almost feels like strain coming in my sort of right wrist and thumb from using the computer too much.
Mm.
And from next month, from June, I'll be also offering Indian head massage as well.
Okay, that sounds amazing. So, with all of those, is it beneficial to have like a few sessions, or can one really improve like any of these symptoms that you're just saying as well? Let's say for the hands.
Yeah, I mean, you can see some improvement with one session, but it's usually better to have a package of, say, three or four,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you've got a chronic condition.
Mm.
Because yeah, the more that you have, the deeper it can go, and the more relief that it can give you.
Yep. And with the Tibetan massages,
Mhm,
so what is
mhm.
that? Why is that different from your regular massage?
Yeah, so Tibetan sound massage is
Mm-hmm.
a massage that's given to a person when they're lying on the floor or on a futon. They're fully clothed, and I'm using the Tibetan bowls placed on various parts of the body, played with different intensities, different strokes, and it's using the vibrations from the Tibetan bowls to go down into the body, through the skin, through the lymphatic system, down into the muscles, and to help release stuck and stagnant energy, which could be causing or leading to illness further down the line. So this massage is really good if people don't like the oil massage or going somewhere and taking their clothes off for a normal massage. Um, I found it very effective, and before we start and also before when we end, the client also receives a 5 minute sound bath as well.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's one of my favorite therapies. I love it.
And you don't remove any items of clothing, or and you don't touch the person, or you do touch?
So the bowls, I have one here that I
Mm.
prepared earlier. So on my arm, if you can see here just in the shot, I would place the bowl on the arm, on the skin like that. And then we would move up the arm onto the front of the torso. The client turns over. I start by placing various bowls on the feet, and then we work up the back of the legs,
Mm-hmm.
all the way up the legs to the sort of the hip and the bum area, because an awful lot of us hold tension in that area.
Yeah.
And then we go up the torso again, up the spine, and then work back down again. So yeah, the bowls are touching you, but yeah, people don't have to remove any clothes.
Yeah, that sounds really nice. And is it like different frequencies for different areas of the body?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Very
So
interesting.
when we get to the upper part of the body, we're using uh, bowls that are higher in frequency than, say, for instance, the big grounding bowl that I use down by your feet,
Mm-hmm.
possibly the hip area as well.
Okay. And then with the cacao ceremonies, obviously that includes a cacao. Does it
Yeah.
include anything else? What does someone expect if they come along?
Okay, so a cacao ceremony, first of all, we start off with having a little bit of a chat,
Mm-hmm.
formulating our intentions for the ceremony. So that could be working with some of the astrology that is around at the time, say full moons or any particular planetary stuff that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll, as I say, formulate our intentions, may use some oracle cards to help do that. We'll drink the cacao together,
Mm-hmm.
and then the client can either rest down and receive a sound bath where they can go into a deep state of meditation, or I can do a shamanic journey to the lower world, where they can journey to meet, say, for instance, their spirit animal, um, may get some advice or connection with their spirit animal, and that can be used to bring back to our world and help the client with whatever's going on for them and their intentions.
Okay. So you have to be quite open to receive this kind of treatment, I'm assuming. And you mentioned like the lower world. I've never heard of it being mentioned as that before.
So in the shamanic world, they
Yeah.
regard that there are actually three worlds. So we've got the lower world, which is also called the underworld. We've
Mm-hmm.
got the middle world, which is where we reside. And
Okay.
then, of course, you've got the upper world, which is where all the sort of angelic beings and higher selves reside.
Ah, that makes sense.
Hmm.
Okay. And who would normally benefit, or what are the benefits from a cacao ceremony, or who's drawn to you that normally this type of person always comes, or anything like that? Or is it a
Hmm.
range?
It's usually a range, people might have experienced them before.
Mm-hmm.
They might be quite new to it, but are very open to working with cacao.
Yep.
Cacao is a very gentle plant medicine,
Mm-hmm.
but it really works on opening up the heart chakra.
Yeah.
So it's really good for stimulating that area. It's really good for enhancing sensuality in our lives. And yeah, it's a very gentle plant experience.
Yeah. It has to be made in a certain way because I've had cacao before and I'm like, this is disgusting. But other times I've had it and it's blended really nice. Or I like
Hmm.
quite sweet things. It's quite bitter, isn't it?
Mm.
So like add in some honey or whatever in there.
Yeah, originally, years ago, the Mesoamerican peoples drank it as quite a hot, spicy,
Oh,
bitter drink.
right.
And it was the Europeans that tended to add more sugar to it.
Yeah.
I usually add something like coconut sugar,
Okay,
um,
yeah.
trying not to use honey because you have to be conscious of any vegans that might be there.
Oh yes, okay.
But
Yeah.
cacao also works on the physical level, so it's really good for balancing hormones. It's really good for balancing the energy in our chakras. It supports our focus. It's really good for detoxing. It's also good for focus and can work as an antidepressant,
Mm.
as well as those energetic qualities with opening the heart chakra, sensuality. And for me, I like to see it as kind of tuning into that yin energy, which is that divine feminine energy of rest and receiving.
Hmm.
Because
Known as
we,
Mother Cacao, right?
yeah, yeah,
So more of the like
Ish
feminine.
Cacao is the goddess of cacao.
Okay.
So yeah, where we're usually so busy in our lives, running around, running businesses, sorting out kids, looking after parents, whatever. I always see cacao ceremony as an opportunity to just hold space for people so they can come and just drop down into that lovely, divine, restful, receiving energy.
Beautiful. So where did it all begin for you then?
um,
What led you down this path of becoming a healer?
I Oh gosh, I first started off with Reiki, and I think I
Hmm.
was attuned back in 2005. It was when I was going through some health problems myself.
Hmm.
So I was basically attuned just to, work with Reiki on myself.
Yep.
Um, and then, my journey began. I kind of resisted. No, no, I don't want to be a healer. No, I don't want to be a healer. But as the years went on and I trained in other different modalities, it was like all the other opportunities for employment that I was working with at the time got kind of shut down.
Hmm.
So it was like, okay, let's give it a go and see, if it works, if I enjoy it, and yeah, I absolutely do. So that's that's
Yeah,
how
just
I
a
came.
natural
Mhm.
transition then.
Yeah, and I've noticed Reiki kind of opens up the path for lots of people.
Mm.
Some people will just stay with doing Reiki, some people will move on to do different modalities, but it does open the path for a lot of us.
Yeah, I've heard that, like on yourself, and then you start kind of practicing, and then yeah, it can potentially develop because you're I guess you're tapping into the energies and what you can provide and help people. I don't really know. I personally have never tapped into it, but that's what I hear. So it's a
Yeah,
good starting point.
yeah.
Perfect.
I remember after my first Reiki attunement, going to a stone circle and putting my hands on one of the stones and just being able to feel the vibrations of the stones or crystals that I picked up. And it was like,
Mm.
oh my God, this is like a whole new world that's just opened up to me. It was very exciting.
Yeah, that's really amazing.
Mm,
So I'm assuming you have to get into the zone of it. You're not just walking past someone and you can kind of feel everything. Like obviously we can all pick up energy from a room or a person, their vibe or whatever. But I guess you have to really like center yourself, ground yourself, and
hmm.
then you start your treatments.
Yeah, yeah. Just get into the zone. Like you say, it's good to start off the morning by giving yourself some form of treatment. I use the tuning forks quite a lot, like this, on myself to clear, cleanse, and balance myself before starting the day,
Mm-hmm.
starting with clients. And yeah, you're just asking to connect in with your own spiritual guides, and yeah, just getting in the zone from there.
Cool. Well, thank you. Do you think we've covered pretty much what you do and all the different packages that you offer?
Yeah, yeah, I think we
Cool.
have, Tash. Thank you.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for your time, Shivani. And if you're interested in any of these, then you can find Shivani on our website, We Offer Wellness. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tash. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.